There is a tempest raging underneath my skin, though my face remains as calm as a summer lake. You don't possess a single clue of the war within, or the immense amount of pressure it takes to not break. I sit across the table watching you converse, smiling politely at every trivial thing you say, while my internal universe is ready to reverse and wash this entire fragile illusion completely away. The coffee cups are cooling between our distant hands. An ocean of unspoken grievances lies wide and deep. We are two travelers lost in unfamiliar lands, guarding secrets that we promised we would forever keep. Your eyes wander around the crowded, noisy room, unaware of the tectonic plates shifting right below. We are standing on the precipice of absolute doom, waiting for the inevitable wind to violently blow. No thunder rolls across the plaster ceiling tonight. No lightning strikes to illuminate the growing dark, but hidden completely away from the public sight, we are extinguishing our very last remaining spark. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see, a hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while the silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. I watch your fingers nervously tap against the wood, a subtle sign that you feel the atmospheric pressure too. If I could scream out loud, you know I absolutely would, to break this paralyzing spell cast over me and you. But the etiquette of heartbreak demands a quiet grace, so we sit and suffer beneath the sophisticated mask, staring blankly at each other's beautiful empty face, knowing that survival is an impossible, daunting task. The waiter brings the bill and places it between us two, a final price tag on the years we carelessly misspent. There is nothing left for me to say or do to alter the tragic direction in which our love went. The storm is gathering its final destructive might, swirling behind my eyes where you cannot perceive. We will walk out into the cool and different night, and without a single word we will permanently leave. No thunder rolls across the plaster ceiling tonight. No lightning strikes to illuminate the growing dark, but hidden completely away from the public sight, we are extinguishing our very last remaining spark. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation that nobody else can see, a hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while the silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. Oh, completely apart. Oh, makes no sound at all. Watch the empire elegantly fall. Elegantly fall. Welcome to the reality of this silent storm, destroying everything we built without a single sound. The atmosphere is freezing, though the weather is warm, as our foundation crumbles directly to the ground. A quiet devastation nobody else can see. A hurricane of sorrow locked inside a human heart. We pretend that we are happy and completely free, while the silent storm is tearing our lives completely apart. Silent storm washing over me, setting our lives completely apart. There is a tempest raging underneath my skin, though my face remains as calm as a summer lake. You don't possess a single clue of the war within, or the immense amount of pressure it takes to not break. I sit across the table watching you converse, smiling politely at every trivial thing you say, while my internal universe is ready to reverse and wash this entire fragile illusion completely away. The coffee cups are cooling between our distant hands. An ocean of unspoken grievances lies wide and deep. We are two travelers lost in unfamiliar lands, guarding secrets that we promised we would forever keep. Your eyes wander around the crowded, noisy room, unaware of the tectonic plates shifting right below. We are standing on the precipice of absolute doom, waiting for the inevitable wind to violently blow. No thunder rolls across the plaster ceiling tonight, no lightning strikes to illuminate the growing dark, but hidden completely away from the public sight, we are extinguishing our very last remaining. The neon sign is buzzing through the heavy haze as I get lost inside another daze. A silver lighter flickers with a sudden spark, illuminating every corner of the dark. I watch the gray rings spiral upward to the roof, a fragile evidence, a temporary proof. You left me sitting at the counter all alone, with nothing but a heart that turned to stone. The bartender is staring with a worried glance, knowing that we don't stand a single chance. I exhale slowly as the memories appear, mixing with the atmosphere of nicotine and beer. Your laughter echoes from the corner booth, exposing every single ugly truth. We traded sanity for something far too wild, acting just like a reckless, foolish child. The cloud is thick enough to hide my face as I erase you from this crowded space, but every breath I take is filled with you, a painful habit that I can't undo. Smoky regrets arising in the air, a heavy burden that is far too hard to bear. We choked on promises we couldn't keep, while all the angels were fast asleep. Oh, smoky regrets, they blind my weeping eyes, cutting through the cobweb of your lies. A slow combustion of the love gone wrong, the bitter lyrics of a tragic song. The lipstick lipstick stain upon the filter is turning dark, leaving behind a cold, familiar mark. I watch the glowing tip slowly burn away, wishing I had found the right words to say. You were a fire that I wanted to possess. Now I am left inside this overwhelming mess. The ashes falling on my satin dress, a physical manifestation of distress. The jukebox plays a melody from yesterday, back when we had a beautiful game to play. But now the tune is scratchy and out of time, a perfect soundtrack to our romantic crime. I wrap my coat around my frozen frame, trying so hard not to whisper your name. The room is spinning as the liquor hits my head, remembering everything you ever said. The cloud is thick enough to hide my face as I erase you from this crowded space. But every breath I take is filled with you, a painful habit that I can't undo. Smoky regrets are rising in the air, a heavy burden that is far too hard to bear. We choked on promises we couldn't keep, while all the angels were fast asleep. Oh, smoky regrets, they blind my weeping eyes, cutting through the cobweb of your lies. A slow combustion of a love gone wrong, the bitter lyrics of a tragic song. Did we ignite this fire just to watch it burn? Is there a lesson that we'll never learn? We played with matches in a wooden house, quiet as a terrified cornered mouse. Blow it away into the night, out of mind, out of sight, just ash and dust, a broken trust. Smoky regrets are rising in the air, a heavy burden that is far too hard to bear. We choked on promises we couldn't keep, while all the angels were fast asleep. Oh, smoky regrets, they blind my weeping eyes, cutting through the cobweb of your lies. A slow combustion of the love gone wrong, the bitter lyrics of a tragic song. Watching it vanish, puff by puff. I guess I never was enough. Let the smoke clear, my dear. I wear my favorite evening gown of expensive emerald silk, walking through a neighborhood that smells of sour milk. The fabric has been torn along the delicate left sleeve, a physical reminder of the night you chose to leave. I pull the shiny material across my damaged chest, trying to ignore the fact that I am completely depressed. You treated my devotion like a cheap disposable rag, leaving our relationship to deteriorate and sag. The glamorous illusions are beginning to decay as the bright neon streetlights turn everything to gray. I look into the mirror at my smeared expensive rouge, recognizing that my emotions emotional damage is massive and huge. We used to present ourselves with such aristocratic pride, completely unaware of the rot that was developing inside. Now I'm standing stranded in this high society bar, wishing I could travel to a completely different star. The luxury cannot camouflage the bleeding underneath. As I try to smile through my tightly clenched teeth, we ruin something elegant with our domestic war, and neither of us recognizes who we are anymore. Bruised satin hanging on a broken, fragile frame, a tragic exhibition of a hyper-destructive game. Watching our expensive empire sink incredibly low. Bruised satin, you are the uniform of my defeat, making my transition into loneliness complete. We traded total honesty for a superficial shine, crossing over every single catastrophic line. I find the diamond necklace that you bought to make amends, back when we were pretending to be more than just friends. The crystals look so dull beneath the flickering halogen bulb, as my heavy heart begins to painfully convulse and throb. I unhook the heavy jewelry and let it hit the floor, knowing that your wealthy status cannot save us anymore. The material is stained with the sweat of my anxiety, a perfect representation of our failed propriety. You try to wrap your expensive cashmere coat around my back, but your touch only reminds me of the intimacy that we lack. We are just two mannequins inside a high-end store window display, waiting for the cleaning crew to sweep our ashes completely away. The threads are pulling apart and the seams begin to unravel, matching the difficult trajectory of the road we had to travel. I step out of your limousine into the freezing wet sleet, leaving you alone on the deserted wealthy street. The luxury cannot camouflage the bleeding underneath. As I try to smile through my tightly clenched teeth, we ruin something elegant with our domestic war, and neither of us recognizes who we are anymore. Bruised satin hanging on a broken, fragile frame, a tragic exhibition of a hyper-destructive game. The smooth texture cannot hide the roughness of the blow, watching our expensive empire sink incredibly low. Bruised satin, you are the uniform of my defeat, making my transition into loneliness complete. We traded total honesty for a superficial shine, crossing over every single catastrophic line. By the words inside our catastrophic heads. Tear the silk, let it drop, let it drop. This performance has to stop, has to stop. No more shine, no more shine, no more grace, no more grace. Erasing you from this place. Bruised satin hanging on a broken, fragile frame. Ooh, tragic exhibition of a hyper-destructive game. The smooth texture cannot hide the roughness of the blow, watching our expensive The kitchen clock strikes 2 as steam begins to rise inside my heavy eyes. I stir the dark espresso in a porcelain cup, waiting for the morning light to wake the city up. You sit across the table with a distant vacant stare, running nervous fingers through your tangled messy hair. We look like 2 survivors from a devastating blast, trying to decipher how our summer couldn't last. The aromatic perfume fills the quiet chilly space, but cannot mask the tension written clearly on your face. A spoonful of brown sugar doesn't alter how it tastes, another sad reminder of the years we put to waste. I watch the black liquid swirl around the silver spoon beneath the pale illumination of a dying moon. We used to talk for hours when our universe was young. Now silence is the only native language on our tongue. This caffeinated sadness keeps my racing heart awake, counting every single promise that we chose to break. The temperature is dropping, but the kettle starts to scream, waking us abruptly from a warm romantic dream. Midnight brew is dripping in the quiet of the room, a bit of medication for this overwhelming gloom. It keeps the shadows moving while the rest of earth can sleep, guarding all the painful revelations that we keep. Oh, midnight brew, you simmer with a dark and smoky soul, restoring just a fraction of my shattered self-control. We drink our tribulation till the bottom of the pot, accepting all the lessons that our tragedy has taught. I find some ceramic mugs we bought in Italy, back when you were completely infatuated with me. Now one of them is chipped along the delicate rim, as our prospects for survival grow increasingly dim. I spill a couple droplets on the clean linoleum floor, realizing that I shouldn't invite you anymore. The caffeine makes me shiver, but I crave the burning heat, the only thing that makes this isolation feel complete. You wrap your shivering knuckles around the heating glass, praying that this uncomfortable segment soon will pass. But we have reached the station where the train refuses to wait, leaving us stranded with our self-inflicted fate. The countertop is messy with the grounds of our deceit, making our transition into strangers feel complete. I switch the machine off and I lean against the sink, far too emotionally exhausted to even try to think. This caffeinated sadness keeps my racing heart awake, counting every single promise that we chose to break. The temperature is dropping, but the kettle starts to scream, waking us abruptly from a warm romantic dream. Midnight brew is dripping in the quiet of the room, a bit of medication for this overwhelming gloom. It keeps the shadows moving while the rest of earth can't sleep, guarding all the painful revelations that we keep. Oh, midnight brew, you simmer with a dark and smoky soul, restoring just a fraction of my shattered self-control. We drink our tribulation till the bottom of the pot, accepting all the lessons that our tragedy has taught. become. Our emotional nerve endings are permanently numb. We swallow down the toxicity and pride, with nowhere left for our mistakes to hide. Pour it out, let it steam. End of this ancient dream. Cold drags up the dawn. Everything is gone. Midnight brew is dripping in the quiet of the room. A bit of medication for this overwhelming gloom. It keeps the shadows moving while the rest of earth can sleep, guarding all the painful revelations that we keep. Oh, midnight brew, you simmer with a dark and smoky soul, restoring just a fraction of my shattered self-control. Pour your poison in a crystal glass, hoping that the bitter taste will pass. A dangerous game of hide and seek we play, wasting all the hours of the day. Your compliments are sharp like razor blades, cutting through the promises we made. I linger in the doorway of your heart, knowing that we're doomed right from the start. The record spins a melody so sweet, matching every heavy pulse and beat. You look at me with eyes of amber stone, leaving me completely all alone. A wicked habit that I can't undo, spending every dollar just on you. We gamble with the pieces of our soul, losing every bit of our control. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring everyone and that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster in the making, with every single breath that we are taking. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden ghost. I find your letters hidden in the drawer, realizing I don't know you anymore. The perfume on your collar isn't mine, another casualty of wasting time. I pour the liquor till the bottle's dry, staring at a dull and empty sky. You sell me illusions that I gladly buy, never even bothering to lie. The velvet curtains block the morning sun, counting all the damage we have done. You pull me close and push me far away, changing every rules we used to play. My high heels click across the marble floor, walking out but wanting something more. A desperate cycle that we cannot break, living for the mess that we create. You give me just enough to keep me hooked, ignoring everyone and that we overlooked. A beautiful disaster in the making, with every single breath that we are taking. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Oh, bitter honey soothing every wound, while the midnight moon is fully tuned. We choose the poison that we love the most, dancing with a sweet and golden why do I crave the sting inside your kiss? Why do we find our comfort in an abyss? We feed on the deception and the greed, forgetting what we actually need. So sweet, yet so unkind, losing my troubled mind. Taste the nectar, feel the pain, washing down like summer rain. Bitter honey dripping from your tongue, a melody that we have always sung. It tastes like heaven, but it burns like hell, locking us inside this wicked spell. Oh, bitter honey. taste of your bitter honey. So sweet, so dark, leaving its eternal mark. Dripping slow, here we go. The clock strikes 12 upon the peeling wallpapered wall. I'm pouring gasoline on things that remind me of your face. Another sleepless night spent pacing up and down the hall, trying to erase the lingering phantom of your warm embrace. The record player spins a dusty, forgotten ragtime tune, but it can't drown out the howling loneliness inside my head. I'm staring out the window at a pale and indifferent moon, wishing I could just forget every single word you said. My satin slippers glide across the cold linoleum floor, heading towards the cabinet where the heavy liquor stays. I know I shouldn't care about your ghost anymore, but I am trapped inside a labyrinth of yesterday's haze. The city lights below are blinking like a broken sign, signaling a warning that I choose to completely ignore. I keep on crossing every single safety boundary line, hoping against hope that you'll walk through that wooden door. The hours stretch ahead like a long and desert highway road, with no destination and no place to safely rest my heavy mind. I'm carrying the weight of a massive, unbearable load, searching for a solace that I know I'll never find. Drowning in the deep ocean of these midnight blues, paying a heavy penalty for a love I couldn't keep. I got nothing left to win and everything to lose, while the rest of the world is soundly and peacefully asleep. An indigo shadow is wrapping tightly around my fragile spine, chilling me down to the very marrow of my aching bone. You used to be the only thing I could proudly call mine. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. The telephone is staring at me like a loaded silver gun, daring me to dial the number I memorized by heart. But I already know that the damage has been fully done, and there is no possible way to restart what fell apart. I traced the outlines of the old photographs we took back when your laughter was the sweetest music I could hear. Now you're just a finished chapter in a dusty book, and I am left with nothing but this overwhelming fear. The ice cubes melt away in my half-empty crystal glass, diluting the poison that I drink to numb the sting. I keep on praying that this agonizing phase will pass and stop the endless bells of sorrow that loudly ring. The radiator hisses like a snake hidden in the dark, adding to the symphony of my solitary quiet grief. We managed to extinguish every single vital spark, leaving me with a despair that offers no relief. The hours stretch ahead like a long and desert highway road, with no destination place to safely rest my heavy mind. Oh, I'm carrying the weight of a massive, unbearable load, searching for a solace that I know I'll never find. Drowning in the deep ocean of these midnight blues, paying a heavy penalty for a love I couldn't keep. I got nothing left to win and everything to lose, while the rest of the world is soundly and peacefully asleep. The indigo shadow is wrapping tightly around my fragile spine, chilling me down to the very marrow of my aching bone. You used to be the only thing I could proudly call mine. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. Is there a morning light after this endless dark, or am I condemned to wander this room forevermore? We left a scar where there used to be a vibrant spark, and now I'm stranded on this cold, unforgiving shore. Midnight comes, midnight goes, where the wind of sorrow blows. No more light, no more sun. Look at what your absence has done. Drowning in the deep ocean of these midnight blues, paying a heavy penalty for a love I couldn't keep. I've got nothing left to win and everything to lose, while the rest of the world is soundly and peacefully asleep. An indigo shadow is wrapping tightly around my fragile spine, chilling me down to the very marrow of my aching bone. You used to be the only thing I could proudly call mine. Now these midnight blues have left me completely alone. Midnight blues calling my name, a losing game with no one else to blame. Fading out into the dark, goodbye, my sweet spot. An empty corridor echoing with the footsteps of your memory. Every single floorboard creaks with the weight of your name. I am trapped inside this architectural, historical cemetery, playing a solitary match of a forgotten tragic game. You left your phantom residency inside my fragile chest, a stubborn tenant who refuses to ever pack up and leave, disturbing the peace of my nightly necessary rest, leaving me with nothing but this heavy blanket of grief. The dust is settling on the portraits we hung upon the wall, a gallery of moments that have lost their original color. I hear your laughter resonating faintly down the lonely hall, making the present reality seem significantly duller. I try to exercise your presence with new company and wine, but the spiritual possession is far too strong to break. I keep on tracing every single faded boundary remembering the promises you managed to easily fake. Oh, the temperature is dropping as the midnight hour draws near. The curtains sway without a single gust of physical wind. I am paralyzed by an ancient, overwhelmed existential fear of the emotional wreckage we permanently left behind. Oh, welcome to the sanctuary of my haunted heart, where your ghost occupies every single empty room. A beautiful relationship that we tore completely apart, leaving us stranded inside this sophisticated doom. No matter how far I run, your memory follows close behind, a persistent shadow that I cannot possibly ever escape. Locked inside the prison of my own corrupted mind, watching our tragic history take a permanent shape. The clock strikes 3, but the darkness remains completely still. A heavy atmosphere that suffocates my independent spirit. I try to summon the remaining fragments of my broken will, but when your name is spoken, I tremble just to hear it. You were an absolute monarch who ruled my territory with pride, leaving a trail of beautiful devastation when you abdicated the throne. Now I have nowhere left for my shattered dignity to hide, standing center stage in this empty mansion all alone. The mirror reflects a stranger with hollow, exhausted eyes, a victim of a grand illusion that lasted far too long. I am completely finished with your clever, strategic disguise, and the bitter resonance of our favorite broken song. I'm opening the windows to let the chilly morning air inside, purging every single corner of your lingering toxic scent. No more tears left for the love that prematurely died. Every single dollar of our spiritual wealth has been spent. The temperature is dropping as the midnight hour draws near. The curtains sway without a single gust of physical wind. I am paralyzed by an ancient, overwhelming existential fear of the emotional wreckage we permanently left behind. Welcome to the sanctuary of my haunted heart, where your ghost occupies every single empty room. A beautiful relationship that we tore completely apart, leaving us stranded inside this sophisticated doom. No matter how far I run, your memory follows close behind, a persistent shadow that I cannot possibly ever escape. Locked inside the prison of my own corrupted mind, watching our tragic history take a permanent shape. The clock strikes 3, The darkness remains completely still, a heavy atmosphere that suffocates my independent spirit. I try to sum the remaining fragments of my broken will, but when your name is spoken, I tremble just to hear it. You were an absolute monarch who ruled my territory with pride, leaving a trail of beautiful devastation. When you abdicated the throne, now I have nowhere left for my shattered dignity to hide, standing center stage in this empty. Midnight whiskey traces on the kitchen counter. Your silhouette is fading like a ghost in the hall. I hold the heavy silence as the shadows grow rounder, listening closely to the rain that starts to fall. The radio is humming an old familiar blues, but the melody just twists the knife inside my chest. Every single corner speaks of love we used to lose, leaving me with nothing but this dark, uninvited guest. Your velvet jacket is still hanging by the wooden door, catching the dim light of the street lamp outside. I trace your steps across the dusty hardwood floor, remembering the secrets that we no longer hide. The clock is ticking slower than my beating heart, a bittersweet reminder of the promises we made. We painted a masterpiece, then tore it right apart, watching every vibrant color slowly start to fade. The temperature is dropping, the fire's burning low. We ran out of reasons to keep up the charade. Two heavy souls with nowhere left to go, trapped inside the beautiful mess that we made. Oh, these velvet tears keep falling in the dark, staining the memories we gathered through the years. You left your mark, a cold and permanent spot. Now I'm drowning slowly in these velvet tears. Wash away the passion, wash away the pain, nothing but a shadow of the love we used to hold, crying in the sanctuary of the midnight rain as the final chapter of our story starts to unfold. Lipstick stains upon a broken crystal glass, a testament to words we never should have said. We thought the stormy weather would eventually pass, but we built a fortress on a fragile golden thread. Now I am walking through the ruins of our paradise. The air is thick with things we left unspoken. I paid the ultimate unforgiving price to find out that your promises were easily broken. The telephone is silent, sleeping on the stand. No late night rings to rescue me from my mind. I'm holding on to nothing in the palm of my hand, searching for a comfort that I'll never find. The neon sign outside is flickering in blue, casting long illusions on the bedroom wall. I'm suffocating in the very thought of you, waiting for the final curtain to inevitably fall. The temperature destruction we have done. No more excuses, no more elegant lies, just the cold truth staring back from your eyes. Velvet drops falling down in this quiet, deserted town. Oh, these velvet tears keep falling in the dark, staining the memories we gathered through the years. You left your mark, a cold and permanent spark. Now I'm drowning slowly in these velvet tears. Away the passion, wash away the pain. Nothing but a shadow of the love we used to hold, crying in the sanctuary of the midnight rain. As the final chapter of our story starts to unfold, velvet tears, so soft, so cold, a tragic story that was never told. Fading into the misty night until the morning brings the light. Dark anchor heavy inside my vulnerable chest, pulling me down into the hidden trenches of my soul. You awakened a primitive hunger that refuses to rest, stripping away my remaining fragments of sanity and control. I stare at the ceiling as the midnight shadows expand, vibrating with a magnetic pull I cannot physically fight. We are stranded together on a stretch of uncharted land, chasing an obsession that defies the morning light. Your glance possesses a dangerous unspoken weight, like a sudden downpour on a parched and dusty plain. You unlock the heavy iron padlock of my private gate, flooding my entire system with an exquisite kind of pain. I know this intense preoccupation is bound to end in grief, a beautiful catastrophe waiting for the right moment to strike. But your proximity offers the only available temporary relief in a world of duplicates where no two things feel alike. The tide is rising rapidly, the water is warm and deep, swallowing all the cautious words we carefully prepared to say. We have a collection of volatile secrets we promise to keep, as the rational world begins to completely dissolve away, sinking further into the abyss of this deep desire, burning with a hunger that nothing else can satisfy. Leaving every safety boundary line far away behind, in the heavy grip of this chaotic emotional ecstasy. The air grows thick with the scent of jasmine and leather, a suffocating luxury that fills this enclosed private space. We are bound together by an invisible, unbreakable tether, unable to eliminate the vivid memory of your beautiful face. You operate on a frequency that directly bypasses my brain, targeting the raw impulses hidden deep within my core, administering a sweet remedy that acts exactly like a stain, leaving me completely exhausted yet begging you for more. The clock is ticking softly, but the rhythm is entirely lost, overwhelmed by the frantic cadence of our mutual design. We don't care about the final catastrophic financial cost, as long as we keep on drinking this intoxicating vintage wine. The outside world is a distant, unimportant murmur tonight, a faint echo that carries absolutely no real significance at all. We are locked in the sanctuary of this dim crimson light, waiting for the final protective barrier to inevitably fall. The tide is rising rapidly, the water is warm and deep, swallowing all the cautious words we carefully prepare to say. We have a collection of volatile secrets we promise to keep as the rational world begins to completely dissolve away. Sinking further into the abyss of this deep desire, burning with a hunger that nothing else can satisfy.
Dark anchor heavy inside my vulnerable chest, pulling me down into the hidden trenches of my soul. And dark anchor heavy inside my vulnerable chest, pulling me down into the hidden trenches of my soul. You awakened a primitive hunger that refuses to rest, stripping away my remaining fragments of sanity and control. I stare at the ceiling as the midnight shadows expand, vibrating with a magnetic pull I cannot physically fight. We are stranded together on a stretch of uncharted land, chasing an obsession that defies the morning light. Your glance possesses a dangerous unspoken weight, like a sudden downpour on a parched and dusty plain. You unlock the heavy iron padlock of my private gate, flooding my entire system with an exquisite kind of pain. I know this intense preoccupation is bound to end in grief, a beautiful catastrophe waiting for the right moment to strike. But your proximity offers the only available temporary relief in a world of duplicates where no two things feel alike. The tide is rising rapidly, the water is warm and deep, swallowing all the cautious
the edge of sand and stone, learning how to be completely alone. The tide is moving out into the deep, taking all the secrets that I keep. You left your footprints where the water flows, where the chilling winter river blows. I call your name into the freezing wind, wondering where our paradigm sinned. The lighthouse casts a long and lonely beam, shattering my last remaining dream. I watch the ships disappear from sight, sailing off into the endless night. My wool coat damp with salt and heavy mist, remembering the lips that I once kissed. The seagulls cry a melancholy song, reminding me I've waited here too long. The water rises up to touch my knees, carried by the cold Atlantic breeze. There is no anchor left to hold us down. We're floating far away from any town. On the silent shore where the waters meet, I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. I collect the seashells scattered on the ground, searching for a voice without a sound. The horizon stretches out so wide and bare, matching all the emptiness I bear. You were my harbor during every storm, the only fire that could keep me warm. But now the wood is damp and turning black, and there is no map to guide us back. I write your initials in the wet gray clay, watching as the ripples wash them away. The evening fog settles like a heavy shroud, covering the place where we were proud. My fingers numb from holding on too tight to a love that vanished in the night. An empty shoreline stretching miles ahead, full of all the words we never said. The water rises up to touch my knees, carried by the cold Atlantic breeze. There is no anchor left to hold us down. We're floating far away from any town. On the silent shore where the waters meet, I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken days behind. We built our castle out of shifting sand, hoping it would stand against the land. But oceans always claim what they are owed, eroding every single path we strode. No sound but the tide, no place left to hide. Let the deep water take it all, watch the final empire fall. On the silent shore where the waters meet, I can hear the echo of our defeat. The waves keep crashing on the rocks below, telling me it's time to let you go. Silent shore, wrap me in your blue, washing out the memory of you. A desolate sanctuary for my mind, leaving all our broken
lost on the silent shore, where the water meets the sky. Goodbye, my love, goodbye. Just the endless blue without you. Without you.
You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that carries absolutely no real weight. A cheap consolation prize for playing your wicked game, delivered at the doorstep when it's far too late. I accept the hollow gesture because I'm too tired to fight, sipping on the frozen tea you left upon the stand. We sit in total isolation under the dim moonlight, two separate continents inside a dark, forgotten land. Your words are like winter frost on a window pane, intricate and beautiful but lacking any real inner heat. You try to soothe the damage with the logic of your brain, while my intuitive heart is suffering a total defeat. I don't want your sympathy, I don't need your regret. Those are just accessories to disguise your selfish pride. I'm looking for a feeling that I haven't discovered yet, deep inside the territory where your dark secrets hide. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. The fireplace is blazing, but the room remains so cold. Oh yeah, there is an absolute bankruptcy of affection from within, as our tragic narrative begins to completely unfold. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. The radiator clanks inside the corner of the dark bedroom, a mechanical reminder of the friction we used to generate. Now we are just occupants of a highly sophisticated tomb, resigned to the reality of our self-inflicted fate. You hand me a glass of water with an indifferent stare, as if fulfilling a duty rather than expressing genuine care. I look at your beautiful face and find absolutely nothing there, just an empty vessel floating in the freezing morning air. The calendar pages flip, but the season never changes here. We We are trapped in a perpetual January of the human soul. Every single promise you make is completely insincere, designed to maintain your absolute architectural control. I'm packing up my heavy thoughts in a cardboard suitcase box, preparing to migrate to a warmer, more forgiving climb. I'm breaking through the heavy iron of your emotional locks, refusing to waste another single second of my precious time. The blankets are heavy, but they cannot warm my freezing skin. The fireplace is blazing, but the room remains so cold. Yeah, there is an absolute bankruptcy of affection from within, as our tragic narrative begins to completely unfold. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight, freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotional arrangement feels right, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. Oh, you offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. Completely apart. Keep your frozen pity, keep your calculated grace. I'm walking out into the blizzard of the real world outside. I'd rather freeze alone and stay inside this empty place, where all our genuine, passionate emotions went and died. Cold comfort, 0 degrees, shaking the leaves off the dying trees. No more warmth, no more lies. Look at the eyes in your beautiful eyes. I'm surviving on the scraps of your cold comfort tonight, freezing in the shadow of the love you choose to withhold. Nothing about this emotional arrangement feels right, as the final embers of our history turn completely old. You offer me a shelter made of solid blocks of ice, a clinical solution to a passionate human bleeding heart. I paid the absolute ultimate existential price to watch this cold comfort tear our world completely apart. You wrap your frosty arms around my shivering frame, offering an apology that